What's up, y'all? It's your boy Eddie Jackson. So drop that podcast. Make sure y'all tune in right now because we are live. Yes, but this episode is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, all the HBOs that you could possibly count. Go on laybacktv.com and see how you can download on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks, and give them a shout out on their Instagram and official_Layback TV. Now let's get into some fucking fight talk. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yo, all right. So we had a lot of shit going on. We had boxing, we had UFC, we had RAF. At RAF, we had Colby Covington defeat Dylan Dennis. If you didn't think that was gonna fucking happen, you're living under a rock. Dylan is a jiu-jitsu specialist, while Colby is a wrestling specialist. So wrestling beats jiu-jitsu on this one. But let's see if that what could happen next after these two face. Colby Covington wants Chris Weidman. I think that'd be interesting. He's trying to take out pretty much any fucking type of champion they got. At UFC, Alexa Grasso. Turns out she's the first woman to even KO and submit in the UFC, but she does that to Macy Barber. Yo, I ain't gonna fucking front. That was fucked up of the production team to zoom in on Macy Barber's face. That beautiful ass woman laying there. You know, I mean, you know, she's had seizures in the past, but I don't think this was a seizure when she was on the ground. Because apparently nobody fucking, I mean, she's being treated, but nobody's thinking it's a fucking seizure. I think she was just in shock that fuck. Like she started to acknowledge and be coherent of where she's at. Like, oh shit, I was talking about getting a title shot and Valentina Shevchenko next. I can't even get that shit because I got knocked out by the former champion Alexa Grasso. Yeah, that's true. She did. Damn, I feel bad for her, but I think she's going to come back strong. You know what I mean? They need a fresh face. I don't think, unless she corrects all the mistakes that she made in this fight, you know what I mean? She left herself open for that straight left from Alexa. But, damn, sad. It was sad to see. But I guess we'll see what happens with her. Shout out to Alexa Grasso. That was a fucking dope-ass win. It keeps her in the conversation. In the main event, Israel Adesanya, former two-time UFC middleweight champion, taking on number 14, Joe Pyfer. Damn, I gave the fight going on for Izzy. I thought Izzy was winning until he just got caught. He got caught in a weird position when he got taken down. He was caught in full mount, and I mean, he wasn't knocked out. Let's just be real. He wasn't knocked out. There was so many moments where he had Pyfer stumbled, but Pyfer stood in there. He figured out a way to win, and it was a referee stoppage due to ground and pound. Where does Joe Pyfer go? Shit, honestly, I would say he should be number 6. I think he's number 5 or 6 in the middleweight division. So I would probably say Joe Pyfer should. I think his next fight should definitely be against Fluffy Hernandez. I think that makes sense. He don't deserve a top 5 really, but he does deserve a main event spot against Fluffy, I think. Where does Izzy go? Oof. I think a title run is just out of the question. He's on his 4th straight loss. First loss was against Sean Strickland, where he lost the belt. He had his next fight, he had an immediate title shot against DDP, Dricus du Plessis. He lost by submission. The next, he lost to Imavov by KO, they said, or TKO. And now he lost this one, TKO type of decision. But where does he go? Damn, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's not getting slaughtered. A lot of these fights, he's winning. You know what I mean? Excluding the Sean Strickland fight, but he is winning on the last 3, but just can't pull off the dub. I mean, he needs a striker. I think he needs to stay the fuck away from these grapplers. He needs exciting fights. I'm not saying let's go for a title run to get number 3 on the middleweight division, but definitely he should get some kind of exciting striking fight. You know what I mean? Like, he gave an opportunity to a guy who was number 14 of all, for God's sakes. Who can he fucking... I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't want to see him against I think it was his name, RDR. I don't want to see him against RDR. Damn, it's kind of hard to see who the fuck he should really take on. I mean, word has it he might fucking get Bo Nickel if Bo Nickel pulls off the win at the White House. He don't need no more grapplers. I'm just saying. You know, keep your head up, Izzy, man. You're still the man. Moving on, Sebastian Fundora, WBC 154 super welterweight champion. Sebastian Fundora TKOs and annihilates former unified welterweight champion Keith Thurman. Yeah, I thought this guy was way too fucking tall for Keith. Keith was getting some shots in, but it just doesn't seem like it was resonating against Sebastian. It just wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where Keith Thurman goes from here. Like, what, 154 again? Personally, if there was a fight that for Keith Thurman, you know, coming off that loss, I mean, word has it Jamel Charlo wants to come back and rule the 154-pound division like he did. He was undisputed in the 4-belt era. He had WBA, he had WBC, he had WBO, and the IBF championship and Ring Magazine undisputed titles. You know what I'm saying? He went and faced Canelo right after winning all of the 4 belts. You know what I'm saying? So if Jamel Charlo, I don't think he should be put right into a title fight at all. I think he needs to get his feet wet since it's been a few years. I would put, since Keith Thurman is already at 154, I want to see Jamel Charlo take on Keith Thurman. I think that will be a dope fight. You know, it's somebody at level height and at weight. I think it will be fucking dope. A dope fight. 2 former champions, both coming off losses. I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, let's see Jamel Charlo take on Keith Thurman. You know, I mean, we're not gonna get Earl Spence versus Jamel Charlo. That's just bullshit. But Jamal Charlo, Jamel's twin brother, training with Earl Spence again. I think there's some weird-ass bullshit friendships going on in that motherfucker, but I guess we'll see. Another news that came about at 154, was it Xander Zayas is going to defend his WBO and WBA 154-pound title against Boots Ennis. I love this fight. We were supposed to see if we can get what was the fucking, I think it was Zapita? Ortiz, my bad. Virgil Ortiz. They were supposed to make Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis, but with all the drama going on with Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, and Virgil Ortiz, we're not going to get that. Boots is moving on, and he's going to get his shot at unification on June 27 in Brooklyn at Barclays Center. I love it. It's a top-ranked fighter versus a matchroom fighter. Both are undefeated, believe it or not. Undefeated. Zayas is 23-0, and Boots Ennis is 35-0. Love it. 2 undefeated fighters for a world championship. This is going to be dope. I think whatever happens from this could get interesting. It could definitely get interesting because, I mean, Fundora didn't capitalize on the opportunity to call out anybody, so I guess he wants to probably defend. You know, he's saying that 154 is the best division in the world. Agree to disagree. Pretty much 140 and 147 got the best superstar fighters right now. But I guess we'll see what happens, but I can't wait for that fight. Xander Zayas taking on Boots Ennis is going to be a slobber fucking knocker at unification for 154. So we'll see. There's some Jeopardy going. There's some not Jeopardy. My bad. There's some bullshit going on. There you go. Some bullshit going on with the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight. It's supposed to go down in September at the Sphere on Netflix. Now there's a possibility of breach of contract because Mayweather's saying that it's an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao is saying it's not. It's a real fight that will go on their records, and it's a rematch. I kind of agree that you can't call a fucking fight a rematch. It's weird. It's probably for business, but it can't be a fucking rematch if it's not a pro fight. You know what I'm saying? It can't be, because if that fight was to go to distance at an exhibition, there's no winner. Apparently, they both win, according to the rules. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully, we get this situated out, because I kind of want to see it now. They got me hyped up for the Spear. Both, it could be a definite retirement brick fucking truck of a money fight for them. Why not? Why the fuck not? I mean, I don't think it would go as well as the last one. I think it was, as that at their age, someone's getting knocked the fuck out. I don't think these two need to go all the way 12 rounds, but you never know. I guess we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully they can clear it up. If not, move on. Don't waste the Vegas, don't waste Spear over nothing. There's negotiations for July 18th in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena for Ryan Garcia to defend the WBC 147-pound title against former 140-pound champion Teofimo Lopez. So Teofimo Lopez, sorry, I said his name wrong. Teofimo Lopez has decided to move up from 140 to 147 welterweight. He lost his 140-pound WBO title to Shakur Stevenson. Garcia had the interest of fighting Stevenson, which was very weird. How do you go to 147 and then you want to go back to 140? You couldn't even make 140. I like this fight. I think Lopez is entitled to a title fight since he was a defending champion at 140. If he doesn't feel like his body could go 140 anymore, he gave it his best shot. There's nothing wrong with going up to 147. That should carry on a title shot in your favor. You know what I'm saying? This is a hell of a lot better than what they were giving Garcia. Garcia not only moved up to 147, but if you think about it, he lost to Rolly Romero at 147, and then after that loss, he gets a title shot against Mario Barrios. Now, he did his thing, and he won fair and square, and he dominated, but still, I don't think he deserved a shot, but, to each his own. He's giving a shot to a guy who's a deserving world championship contender. So, I like it. I hope they solidify this contract and make the fight for Vegas, July 18. I can't wait. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. I think Garcia should stay at 147 anyway. He looks pretty crispy there. And it raises the stakes even more to keep his name even more higher and keep it burning for a possible potential rematch with Devin Haney at 147. Let's see if they can collect some belts. I hope they Devin Haney gets something going where he can face Rolly Romero. I think that's the fight to make. Let me see. Moses Atuma is coming for heavyweight gold after that knockout. He did the fucking, he turned this guy into a corpse with that uppercut. That shit's crazy. I think Moses deserves a top 5 guy, or at least a top name next. Personally, I think he deserves a shot at a belt. Does he deserve the winner of Rico versus Usyk? I don't think so. That's a little top of the food chain. I think either give him the winner of Like Daniel Dubois is getting the WBO World Championship title fight again. I think Moses should get the shot out of that, or possibly the winner of the Tyson Fury fight. I think it makes sense, but I think they should save that when it comes down to Tyson. I think we need to put a belt on Moses. Moses, he's earned a shot. He's earned a shot to be a world champion. And before we get out of here, let's give a big shout out to former UFC flyweight champion and former ONE flyweight champion, Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson. It is official. This guy is going to join Dominic Cruz this year in International Fight Week and going into the UFC Hall of Fame. Shout out to Mighty Mouse. You deserve it 10 times fucking over. You put the flyweight division on the fucking map. Nobody's ever won as many flyweight championship fights as you. You're the only guy to do a fucking belly-to-back suplex that turned it into an armbar and a win, a tap. Win a fight. You were already winning, and you did it at the last minute on the last 5th round. So shout out to DJ. You deserve it, buddy. All right, that's all we got for Fight Talk. This is your boy D Jax on the Drop That Podcast. Hit that sub button, hit the like. You already know the fucking deal. Be easy. Peace.